kids! I hope you were paying attention to the music these past few seconds. Wasn't it interesting and suspenseful? Let's see what it would have looked like without the music. Pretty boring, right? Well, the music that you're listening to right now was by Revueltas. Wait, you don't know him? Ah, well that's fine. Let's talk about him then. Let's talk about the life and music of Silvestre Revueltas. Silvestre Revueltas was born in 1899 in Durango, Mexico. He began taking violin lessons when he was only 8 years old. After he graduated high school, he went to study how to write music at the National Conservatory of Music in Mexico City, and then at the St. Edward College in Austin, and then at Chicago College of Music. So Revueltas got to learn about music all around Mexico and the United States. During his studies, not only did he become famous as a composer, but also as a violinist. He gave a bunch of concerts around Mexico and the US, and that got him a job as the assistant conductor at the National Symphony Orchestra of Mexico. But he only had this job for 6 years because he was practically fired for having different opinions about Mexico than his boss. Isn't that crazy? Well, anyways, after he left the symphony orchestra, he wrote some of his best music. In 1937, he wrote Sensemaya. This was the piece that we were listening to at the beginning of this video. The music is based on a poem about African-Cuban people of the past. When you listen to this music, what do you imagine? Close your eyes and listen for a while. I'll give you a few seconds. Okay, so what did you see in your head? I saw a snake dancing in the jungle with a bunch of people playing drums. Revueltas was so good at painting a picture with his music. Revueltas also wrote a lot of music for movies. Writing music for movies is called film scoring, or scoring. One movie that Revueltas scored was La Noche de los Mayas, or The Night of the Mayans. Mayans were an old civilization from hundreds of years ago that lived in Mexico. They were very smart and built huge pyramids. Now I bet you might have thought that pyramids only existed in Egypt. Well, they also existed in Mexico too. So the music that Revueltas wrote for this movie about Mayans had some of his best stuff ever. It was so good that another guy named Jose Limantur saw the movie and said, "Hey, the music in this movie is awesome. Let me take the best parts from the music and put it all together in a suite." Hey, not that kind of suite. Don't get hungry on me now. A suite, spelled like this, is a bunch of the best parts of a huge piece of music put together to create a smaller piece. Now, my favorite part of this suite is called Noche de Jaranas. So that's how La Noche de los Mayas by Revueltas became such a hit. Silvestre Revueltas is still known today as one of the best Mexican composers of all time, inspiring not just Mexico, but the whole world with all of his unique sounds that he put into his music. Well, kids, I hope you enjoyed learning today about Revueltas. Now, there's a song that's been stuck in my head all day, and I just can't get it out. I don't know what it's called or who it's by. Hey, do you know who wrote that song? Well, anyways, maybe you guys can help me out next time. See you then.